Let's be honest, the professional world is changing so fast it can make your head spin, and AI is right there in the driver's seat. So today, we're not just going to talk about how to survive the next couple of years, we're going to give you a roadmap for how to actually thrive in 2026 and way beyond. Let's dive in.
This is it, right? This is the big question that's on everyone's mind. It's the elephant in the room on every single team call. And you know what? It's a fair question, but I think it's the wrong one to be asking.
This right here, this is the whole game. This one idea flips the entire script from a scary threat into a massive opportunity. It's not about you versus a machine, it's about the people who learn to use these new tools versus the ones who don't.
So let's talk about the real challenge we're facing. It has nothing to do with avoiding being replaced. It's all about learning how to become augmented, how to supercharge the skills you already have with these incredibly powerful new AI tools. And that brings us to the core of what we're talking about today, the skill stack you need to start building, like right now. We're going to break down 8 essential capabilities that are going to make you pretty much indispensable in the coming years.
First on the list, AI fluency. And let's be super clear, this is not about learning to code. It's about learning to command AI. The best way to think about it is like this. AI is your new junior analyst. You don't do its job for it, you direct it, you manage it, and you use it to make your own work way better and way faster.
So, what does commanding an AI actually look like in your day-to-day? Well, it's about writing prompts that actually get you what you need, hopefully on the first try. It's about having a sharp, critical eye to review what it spits out and correct its mistakes. And probably the most important part, it's about weaving these tools into your daily workflow so seamlessly that they just become how you work. Next up, let's talk about automation and no-code. This stuff is a total game changer. See, in any company, you've got friction. You know, all those tedious, manual, repetitive tasks that just eat up time and money. If you can be the person who gets rid of that friction, who automates a workflow, you're not just saving your own time, you're creating value for the whole team. That makes you incredibly valuable.
This is so important. It's not about mastering one particular piece of software. The hot new tool today could be totally obsolete in 2 years. The real skill, the one that never gets old, is digital literacy. It's your ability to pick up new tech fast, to figure out what's actually useful versus what's just hype. Your speed of learning is your new secret weapon.
This slide perfectly captures the shift we need to make with data. Look, almost anyone can pull some numbers into a spreadsheet. That's becoming a commodity. The rare, high-value skill is data interpretation. It's being able to look at those numbers and tell a story, to answer the question, so what? And actually use that data to drive a real business decision.
And this idea builds directly on that last point. As AI starts to handle more and more of the routine stuff, your value has to move upstream. You have to evolve from being just a service provider, someone who executes tasks, into a trusted advisor. This means getting good at things like forecasting, spotting risks, and planning for different scenarios. That's the kind of high-level thinking AI just can't do.
Man, this is a timeless truth, but it's more important now than ever before. It doesn't matter how brilliant your ideas are if you can't communicate them to other people. Can you write a clear email? Can you present a complex idea to people who aren't experts? If you can't, all that brilliance is basically invisible. Think about it. AI is about to generate mountains and mountains of content, data, and analysis. In that world, our ability to think critically, to question things, becomes our most powerful filter. This is the human edge. It's the judgment to look at what an AI produced and say, does this actually make sense? You are the final line of defense for quality and common sense.
And finally, personal brand. Now don't get turned off by the term. This isn't about being some kind of influencer. It's about strategic visibility. Because here's the hard truth. Incredible skill without any visibility just means you're probably getting underpaid and overlooked. You have to build a reputation as the go-to expert in your niche so that your reputation starts to do the work for you, opening doors you didn't even know were there.
So, we've walked through the 8 core skills, but the real magic, the real power, comes from how you combine them. It's about the synergy. So, let's talk about the stack that truly wins in this new world.
This is what we've been building up to. If you had to focus your energy, what is the secret sauce? What's the combination of skills that gives you the most security and the most leverage going forward?
It all starts with this. This is your foundation. It's your deep, hands-on knowledge in your specific field. Whether that's marketing, finance, engineering, whatever. This is the stuff that takes years of actual experience to build.
It's non-negotiable. Okay, now you take that deep expertise and you pour gasoline on the fire with AI fluency. You amplify everything you know by using AI as a force multiplier. Suddenly, you're not just an expert anymore. You're a tech-enabled super expert. And here's the final piece of the trifecta: communication. Because now you've got these incredible insights from your experience, supercharged by AI, and you have the ability to explain them to people, to persuade them, and to drive real action. This is the whole package.
And this is precisely why this trio is so unbeatable. An AI can know a lot of facts, sure, but can it combine years of nuanced, real-world experience with cutting-edge tech and then persuasively communicate the results to a room full of humans? Not even close. That combination is almost impossible to automate. That is your professional moat.
All right, so knowing what skills you need is one thing, but let's wrap this up by focusing on the how. What's your actual path forward, starting today?
The very first step is to really let this new reality sink in. This isn't some job apocalypse where everything disappears overnight. It's a profound transformation. Your job title might even stay the same, but how you do your job and create value, that's going to change big time.
And at the end of the day, it comes down to embodying these 4 characteristics. These aren't just skills you learn, they're habits you build. People who are always learning, who can think with real clarity, who can make complex things simple, and who use these powerful AI tools responsibly, those people will always be in demand. No question.
So, there you have it. We've laid out the roadmap, the skills, the winning combination. The only question left is the one on the screen. What's one small thing you can do today to start building your 2026 skill stack? The future of your career really is in your hands. So, how will you start?